Luna and the Moonlight Kiss. In the Valley of Eternal Light, where the sky was always painted the brightest blue and flowers sang songs every day of the year, lived a tiny fox cub named Luna. Her ears were as bright as the stars, and her fur was as white as freshly fallen snow. Luna was a small, brave explorer who was curious about everything in the world, but there was one thing she loved more than all her curiosity: her mother, Aurora. Aurora was the wisest and gentlest fox in the valley. Luna's favorite time was when the sun hid behind the valley, and the sky turned purple. This was the moment Aurora would tell her about the day and plant a moonlight kiss on the tip of her little nose. But recently, a small, cold feeling had begun to grow in Luna's heart: fear. One evening, the sky suddenly grew dark, and a strong wind began to blow. It was the biggest storm the valley had ever seen. The loud thunder was like the sound of a giant drum, and the bright lightning cast strange, fast-moving shadows inside their den. Luna snuggled closer to her mother and whispered tremblingly, "Mommy, the shadows are too big, and the thunder is too loud. I'm scared." Aurora wrapped Luna in her soft, warm fur. "My dear Luna," she said, "thunder is just the sky taking a big breath. And shadows, they are just something blocking the light. They are never bad all by themselves. Fear is like the wind. It passes through you, but it cannot knock you down." Although the storm continued all night, Luna fell asleep listening to the steady rhythm of her mother's heart. The next morning, the storm was gone, leaving behind a sparkling world. Aurora told Luna she had to go on a short trip to fetch a petal from the healing flower, the sun rose, in the middle of the valley. Old Mrs. Owl, who had a cold, needed this petal. "I'll be right back, sweetie," she said. Luna was sad to see her mother go, but she knew her mother had to. Shortly after Aurora left, Luna started playing and became so engrossed that she realized her mother had forgotten the healing flower petal on the table. The petal was shining brightly there. If Mrs. Owl didn't get her medicine, she wouldn't get better. Luna's heart started pounding fast. The healing flower was in the Whispering Trees grove beyond the valley, a place Luna was never allowed to go alone. Luna picked up the petal and looked at the den door, trembling. In her mind, that cold voice of fear rose up: "If you go alone, you'll get lost." But then she thought of Mrs. Owl, gentle Mrs. Owl. And her mother, she had to help her mother. She took a deep breath, remembering what her mother, Aurora, had said during the storm: "Fear cannot knock you down." Luna put the petal in her small red backpack and bravely darted out of the den. The Whispering Trees grove was just as its name suggested. The trees were so tall that Luna could not even see the sky. As Luna walked, every branch and every rustle sounded frightening. Once, she saw a wildcat with bright green eyes and felt her fur stand on end. Just as she was about to turn back, she felt the weight of the petal in her backpack. This petal represented her mother's mission. Deep inside the grove, she finally saw her mother. Aurora had just plucked a petal from the sun rose and was about to start her journey back. At that moment, Luna ran to her mother's side. "Mommy, You forgot this one, she said, handing her the petal from the table. Aurora's eyes filled with surprise and love. She knelt down and hugged her little cub tightly. Luna, did you come all the way here by yourself? That was very dangerous, she whispered. Luna replied in a shaky voice, I was scared, Mommy. But I knew Mrs. Owl needed her medicine. And, you told me that fear couldn't knock me down. Aurora kissed her little cub's forehead. My darling brave heart, she said. What you did requires something stronger than fear, love. You made this journey even though you were scared, and that makes you the bravest fox I've ever met. Aurora placed a long, soft kiss on Luna's forehead that felt just like the moon's silver light. Holding hands, the two returned to their den in the valley. The journey was not scary at all now. Luna felt safe beside her mother. That night, as Luna lay in bed, she didn't think about the shadows of the storm or the whispers of the grove. She thought of the warm, silver kiss her mother had given her. She understood this. Mother's love is the strongest light in the world. This light can chase away all shadows. If you carry the moonlight kiss in your heart, no adventure is too scary, and no task is too difficult. Because the power of a mother's love always defeats even the greatest fear. In her mother's safe arms, Luna drifted into her sweetest dreams. Good night.